love of the bankroll. Keep it business. Don't nobody care about it. Don't nobody wanna hear about it. You got a problem, huh? Well, it's the same thing for everybody. I ain't gonna lie. I promise that a day go by. I ain't on the ground if I ain't on fire. If it one thing I want, then it can't go by. Tryna put 6 wheels on the Range Rover. I ain't finna play no game, that what you know. So if you think it's the top, tell them move over. Modern day Tupac in a new Hova. Know them, now come with us and down. We dodge it, steady deck and clown. We chase the meal so we can put that down. Top, but we run the town. But with millions in with no cap and gown.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up. Ends of the Sunshine State, the Jags and Dolphins are underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Deep.
First carry for Kenyon Drake. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Drake, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Tannehill on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They are going for it. It's Tannehill. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. On first down, Drake. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Let's go. Deep. Hey. Hurry.
Play action. It's Tannehill. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenny Stills, 60 yards. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead. Sanders now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Bortles. Over the middle, complete. It's Cole. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, Got to continue to focus on not giving up.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Cameron Wake in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And an alley to run. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now Tannehill eluding the pressure right. His throw caught right around the 6 and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Sanders' kick is good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point. The extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Jaguars getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Akeem Spence breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They take over 1st and 10 in excellent field position here. Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill letting one go deep for the... He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, 28 yards. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did. That's
fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now Bortles throwing on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Bortles to the former Jet, Safarian Jenkins for the Jags first down. To throw, it's Bortles. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Hey, 20. Good. Waiting. Zebra. Tiger. Go.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And that'll bring up second down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
Hey, 20. Zebra. Go.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Play. Hey, 20.
They snap it to Tannehill. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
He wasn't ready.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
Play.
On second down, here's Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
From the gun on third down, Tannehill. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing now is Bortles. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced him to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere. It made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The CD, we touched on it earlier as the Dolphins come back out onto the field here, but they're the AFC East leaders right now, and they have a 2-game advantage in that division with their 3-0 start.
Yeah, it's way too early to start looking at the standings and thinking, okay, what's our magic number to clinch the division? Especially when they go to Los Angeles to take on the Rams, then they're at Philadelphia to take on the Super Bowl champs. So now we're going to really find out a lot about this Miami team. But let's be honest about it. Their confidence level has to be sky high.
So if the 72 Dolphins record gets broken by the 2018 Dolphins, are they okay with that?
No.
Maybe too early for that?
They're still not okay with that. They will smile and grin. But those veterans, they don't want anyone to break that record.
Still a long ways to go, but a good 3-0 start. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
50-50.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Going for the deep ball. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Tannehill throwing the out route incomplete. It's Grant. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Tannehill throwing again. And now he'll tuck it and run. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. DJ Hayden right there on the coverage. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This just a 24-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Sanders now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Bortles to Cole for the Jacksonville first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A good pickup there at 22. Bortles now on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. 30. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Tannehill now to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 16. So after the INT, it's Bortles. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Bortles will try again on second down. He's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll run with Drake. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Fowler. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was looking for Parker that time. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football.
And he is going to go down in the end zone. Down goes Bortles. It's a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make?